Hello and welcome. This is Grant Hughes of Grant Hughes Investigates on YouTube. This channel evaluates all aspects of true crime. As you are aware, videos and live streams in this genre often discuss elements of crime that may be disturbing to some viewers. If necessary, take the precautions needed to avoid these feelings. Factual information related to cases is the key to fostering rational true crime discussions. Fortunately, you will find that here. Please hit the like button only once, share the video, and subscribe if you like my content. Thank you very much for watching. Hello, what's going on, freaks? Well, this is our monthly donation night. Really starting off with a roaring start tonight. Unbelievable. We're at $15. There's zero on the donation night bar on the screen. So anyways, this is what we do is one push. Hey, there you go. There's Alley Cake. Look at that. You might not heard or maybe you have an bit less fact. You should get angry at all that pat. You can say what you want to spell my name right. Oh, Millie Gilbio's rocking the house. That's what the rumors all about.
Thanks, Grant.
Yep. So for the first hour, we do a push. We have the same goal every single month. If we reach 1,000, I'll donate 5,000 total for the month. We've already done 2. If we don't reach the goal, then I'm only going to be doing 4. Okay. So we need to get to the goal. Unfortunately, whenever we do donation night, all these so-called people, oh, I love his channel, I love it. They don't show up. So we always have like 150 max, if that, on donation night. And it's, we seem to make the goal every single month. So let's see if we can do it. I don't want to do the same thing every single month lately. We start off incredibly slow. We've got people sitting here watching, and we're not doing anything, So I don't know what's happening. If you guys remember how it used to be when we do start this off, it'd be like, just right off the get-go of the show, we're already moving forward. Now it's sort of like, we got Alley Cake and not another soul. Alright. Looks like we got a coffee from Lisa Valenzuela. Thank you. And then somebody did send a PayPal in, someone named Calvin M. I'm not sure if that's the person or if that's somebody else or. So I'm not sure what you guys want me to do. It's just, I could stare at the screen, I guess. So far, one person inside the chat. And as you can see at the top of the screen, we've given $244,979, basically $245.
since January of 2020. And that happens because the people watching the show on a nightly basis are helping support the channel. I do also get ad revenue, etc. And we give back quite a bit, unlike every single other true crime YouTube channel. All right, so, I'm hoping that you guys want to keep this thing going here. Thanks, Snarky Cinderella. Had some people bashing, like trashing this thing. Oh, that thing sucked. Like any of their people that they watch have put out anything better than this video right here. These guys, people are just fucking, I don't know, lost hope in humanity. All right, Cindy, you going to be helping support the channel tonight on donation night? All right, hey, thanks, Richard Watts. Can match what? Well, thanks, Snarky Cinderella. Yeah, I mean, if people can't afford it, then they don't support the channel. Yeah, I don't know. My nose is still plugged up. Oh, thanks. Kate also with the coffee. Basically a cat eye coffee. But you guys see what's going on, like comparatively to other months? It's wild. Wild. I mean, I worked my ass off, and here we are. We're on our most important night of the month, and struggling right out of the gate. Not even like some of the normal nights during the month. Pretty crazy, right? You do? B-Rup? Never heard of you. Let's see. Thanks, Richard Watts. Is there somebody named Hello? Okay. All right, Cindy. So no gambling this month, huh? Hey, thanks, Toka Charlie. And then we got Crowdy Cat. Crowdy Cat? I don't know what that is. Crowd Cat. Or about 1/12 of the goal. If that. No, less than that. I mean 8% of the goal. Somebody said, "You don't know if Kaylee kicked him back." That's just speculation. Of course it is. Every single thing in here. I don't know if she stepped right there with her right foot or not. I don't know if she held the bag in her left hand. Hell, we don't even know if she walked back to the kitchen with the bag. These people are crazy. I mean, it's just a representation of maybe what happened. Thank you, Kimberly Gabalden.
Ocean wave emoji. 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 Ocean wave emoji.
Why is it playing like that? I think it's pretty amazing that, you know, using that software, I can make something that looks like that. I have this motion capture that I've used where, you know, you actually wear a hat on your head. It has a Sony Moves, those little joystick things. So you use Sony Move, have a hat that you put on my head, and then 2 that go on gloves, and then using one of the, like, I think the Sony, the one that you play the games with, I can't remember what it's called, but it actually has like a 3D version of you inside the system. And there was this person who developed a motion capture with that, and I use it a lot. But I don't have any space anymore for it, so you can do a lot of this stuff. Hey, thank you, Joseph Brennan. Not sure what if it tells what the number is or not. Oh, 1. Doesn't say there, I guess. Does it pop up on this screen here? And thanks, Mike Fitzpatrick. Mike Weber.
Come on, folks.
Yeah, it's having one of these again. Weber. Not sure what happened to that one. It didn't come in and do the it didn't do the taco dance. Maybe we're not there yet. I don't know. Yeah, we're currently at about 15.6% of the goal.
You've done a great job.
Thanks, Paulette Leonard. Yeah, see, it missed the, didn't do the taco dance for Joseph Brennan. Thanks, Dixie Hippie. And this is the night we need, you know, if you can, I don't know what to, you know, I've said it 100 times. For the first hour, we try to raise funds to help support the channel, and also, you know, where we're trying to make one last push, because I'd like to be able to donate $5,000 for the month to kind of get back, you know, make up for that first month of the year, which was, we only were able to do 1,000. It was so bad. It was like, you know, just a horrendous month. So hopefully we can get there. Well, there's Alley Cake again. That one worked.
Ocean wave emoji. Ocean wave emoji. Ocean wave emoji.
Yeah, so Dennis up here said, "Hey Gray, I know you're going to cover what you want to cover, but as long as a long-time viewer, is it possible to get more of a mix of stories?" Yeah, I've been covering a whole bunch of different stories lately. You must have missed all those shows, okay? And whenever I cover those stories, my channel absolutely gets creamed. So are you going to be here and help support the channel and all that kind of stuff by sending in super chats, etc.? Unfortunately, people don't show up if your title doesn't have the popular cases. Everybody in here knows it. If you say you don't know it, then you're lying. You see it every single time. Every single time we cover something else. Like last night I tried doing something else, got absolutely wiped out. Unbelievably, worst night of the entire month. And, now you want, well, can you cover everything? Yeah, see, I always think people who say that are trolls. Honest to God. Because you guys see it, so you want my channel to get punished. So I don't know, man. If I had the same support that I used to when I cover any cases, I would do it. Can't do it. So you'll have to, I try to. I covered a whole bunch of different stuff this last week, like 4 or 5 different cold cases, different stories out there, and got wiped out. Anyways, right now we're at 22.8% of the goal. Thanks, Marine Co. Yeah, well, I'm not sure what's your favorite night. This is always I like what we do on this night, but it's always the most stressful and oftentimes disappointing.
But it is true. We make a difference.
Yeah, well, that's absolutely right. But unfortunately, people, have a hard time showing up on this night. So we're currently at 23.3%. We are already 18 minutes in, so we're not even at a quarter of the goal, and we're over a quarter of the time into the hour. So for the first hour, we try to raise funds. Again, it's the last push of the month, and then depending on, right now, basically what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be donating $4,000 for the month. So I've already given $2,000 out. $2,000 we've already given to the charities of Ethan Chapin and the 3 girls. Madison Mogan, Kaylee Gonzalez, and Xana Kernodle. Or Kaylee Gonzalez, Madison Mogan, Xana Kernodle. Yeah, so you're giving $2,000 out for that. I'm going to give another $2,000 out tonight, but if you guys get to 1,000 there, I'll donate another 1,000. Okay, that's what the deal is.
Chewbacca? Oh, I'll do Chewbacca if you want me to.
Hard to do with 142, but we can do
just
it.
Be thankful for those who give.
Okay, Cantaloupe, Woodward style. All right, thanks everybody. Yeah, and this is a month I worked every month I work really hard. This one I particularly had to work hard because it was so slow. And I had to just, do videos and hope, and I got lucky. I had a couple really generous people supporting the channel during the month, so that worked out. But not here today, so we're going to rely on you guys. I don't know. Where did you send it? moon shadow. I don't know. I don't think I saw it, moon shadow. Was it a coffee? I don't know if this thing's really keeping up with, this thing should be out here pretty much. So, I'm not sure. This thing doesn't seem to work that well. This little donation night thing. Because we're at 263.95, and normally that would be about a quarter, so if half is here, that should be about like there. I guess those 3 memberships didn't take hold on the live streams count for some reason. What's that? I can't tell what that is. I don't know what to be saying right now. Hey, thanks, Derek Sherman. Thanks, Derek Sherman. Linda. Cosma, Kami, Alley Cake, again, Justin Brennan. That's okay, Big Hippie. Yeah, it's just, you know. Just trying to keep the goals going, everybody. That's it. We're at 31% now. Yeah, it's been a pretty crazy month, you know, covering the Koberger case. Lots of new information came out. Lots of things to think about. You know, I think I've been pretty diverse, as diverse as I can be during the live streams and keep the channel going. And you notice that person never commented again after they came in and made their little comment. Yeah, good old Dennis. They didn't give a shit. They just wanted to throw something in there. I'm Omi. Thank you. Yeah, I thought I did pretty good. I hope it goes to trial. Thanks, Kathy Freidenmaker. I didn't see any updates in the Petrov case. Oh, okay. You did a coffee. Yeah, I got that one. Yeah, Kate. Yep. Thank you. Very kind. Yeah. Have people reported that they've got something or something? How do you know that they've sent it out? I mean, I think the judge will just say the Dateline episode changes nothing. It just means we'll have to spend more time trying to find a qualified jury. That's it. Because in reality, that is true, right? It doesn't change anything. Maybe it changed some of the public perception, for sure. And we don't have 551 people. We have about 130. Thanks, K-Me. We're at 33% currently.
Another taco stomp for great BK content.
I mean, right now we're at a normal night type of level. You know, just like a Monday. You know? We have no channel memberships gifted, other than the 3 that were before the show. For some reason, they don't show up there. And I think we have 2 coffees and 3 PayPals. Trying to get to the $1,000 mark, and then I'll donate an extra 1,000. So, yeah, we know what it did, Cindy. We know everything, Cindy. You don't need to come in and tell us the most obvious thing in the world. Hey, everybody, it went against the judge's gag order. Wow, we didn't know that. Thank you. Sure, maybe you'll punish something. That's the thing. It didn't change anything, though. So he might... you know, if they can't prove it came from the prosecution, then what do you do with that? You know, if it came from the FBI, that's not the prosecution's fault. Yeah, we're still at 33%, you guys. I agree. I think you're right about Elisa Petrov. That guy from Utah had something to do with the guy from Utah or the guy from Florida. I think it's more. Well, what's weird is what makes you think it's the guy from Utah? I don't remember where they're from now. There's the 3 guys. The one guy, I think the guy that looked the most normal, she seemed to be trying to get to where he was going. Or he wanted to meet. But then what was she going to do in Las Vegas for a month? Just sit there and... Is it... You're being sarcastic, right? Wolo? There we go. There we go. Oh, here. Hey. Oh, now this thing's covering it up. There we go. There it is. How about that, huh? Biggest coffee. Buy me a coffee in the history of the planet right there. Yeah, well then, we don't need the reasons why, Dormia. People do this every month. I almost wonder why they do that. I've said 1,000 times, if you can't afford to help support the channel, do not do it. I just know that there are people that can, and for some reason tonight they're not helping support the channel. We're just trying to reach the goal. We have another 30 minutes to go, and we are at 33%, so we keep going backwards in terms of making it. All right, so will there be a coffee being sent in? If there isn't one sent in the next 2 minutes, I'm shrinking that back down again. Because I have a feeling that I don't know if that was legit or not. And by the way, how does it work when it's on your cell phone screen how do you take a picture of a screen that, it's like already, it's on the screen. How do you take a picture of it? Alright, forget it. Alright guys, every single end of the month we have a donation night. Currently we're at the lowest night in the history of doing the monthly shows. So if we can, pick up the pace a little bit here, try to get to, we've only got another 28 minutes left to go. So we're talking in a 60-something month period, we're at the lowest we've ever been at this point. So let's see if we can try to, get to the goals.
I sent you an email on what I said earlier.
I didn't see what you said earlier, but yeah, I got the email. Oh, that thing you commented. Yeah. Hello. All right. So again, this is donation night, everybody, and we're already 32 minutes in, and we're not even close to the goal. We're at 33.2%, maybe 40% maximum. We add in the other, but yeah, we need to get the support going here tonight. We've already given $2,000 out this month to the victims of the Idaho 4 case. We're like to give out another 3,000. If we reach the goal, then we'll do 3,000 more, which would be 5 for the month, which is 5,000 more than the entire rest of the true crime community combined, right? So let's see if we can do that. That's not true, Gray. This one channel gave 100. Okay, good for you. All right, let's get something done. And that's iced tea. It's not vodka or whiskey, whatever the hell you want to call it. Another one of these, huh? Thank you, Cinnamon Sim Freak. I mean, you guys have been here a long time. Have you ever seen one like this? Hey, thanks for Forgetful Mandy. Kind of reminds me of last night. That's what made me think, oh boy, here we go. And we don't have 689 people. There's about 140. It'll shoot back down. It's a fake numbers again. I always send these off to YouTube. They don't care. Yeah, it does great things, Alley Cake. Hard to do. We have a DNA fund that we got to add to. I'm not sure why I kicked you out of there, Georgina Stoliker. Don't worry about it. Maybe it's the Canada thing. Wow, thanks, Georgina Stoliker. You didn't have to do that. Well, we're at 38.9%. Yeah, maybe Sparky. It does. Some nights it even feels like that on the regular show when you have the people that are really supporting the channel, and then you get very few people that are doing, helping, when those are the nights where if everybody still did the same, you could make up for the bad ones, but it's hard to do. I mean, I've been doing this a long time, so I know like the flow and what it takes and everything, and it's just how you doing today, Georgina Stoliker? Yeah, our DNA fund that we have, we just got a hold of Indiana for the Herb Baumeister case, where there's a whole bunch of bones. We're going to help out there. Plus we have a case where there was a torso also found in Indiana back in the 70s, I believe. And they buried the body, but they didn't put a gravestone. But they had a picture in the paper of the burial. So the sheriff and myself, basically Dr. Colleen Fitzpatrick said, hey, Gray's really good with maps and can figure stuff out. So I sat there using Google Earth and the image and was able to sort of triangulate on the screen where the grave was. And they were able to go out there, and just right within that same area, they were able to find the grave underground, obviously. And then they dug, pulled it out. Now we are extracting DNA from it. We've already got some. I think they're looking for a little bit more picograms. And then they're going to upload it to GEDmatch. Then we also have that other case in Florida with the bike, the kid that was found near a bike, or a younger person where he was shaved from the waist down, murdered. That one is in making great progress, and then another one. So 3 of the cases that we're funding are doing well, but we need the support from you guys out there. Okay, so if you're watching right now and you like what I do on this channel, if you could please help support the channel tonight. We are way behind on tonight's goal. We're only at 38.9%, and we've only missed it like once in 60 something months, and we're not even close here. So if you're out there, I would really appreciate your guys' support. Man. Yep. I don't know, man. I don't know. Yep, Mark sent a coffee in. Didn't even send a cup, though. It was like, I think, a tablespoon of coffee. Did y'all see Trump walked into a wall today? No, he didn't. Yeah. You know what's amazing? You know that thing that they were saying yesterday when he walked into a wall? There's this video that people make out there where there's this pillar, and he's standing there, and he walks, and then he gets grabbed by Mike Johnson. He wasn't walking into a pillar. He is way to the right of it, but they stop it right where it looks like, and his shadow's hitting it because it's over to his left, and he was just going to walk in a different direction, and then Mike Johnson's like, no, hey, come this way. Right? And so that's what happens. And then when you read all the comments, they all seem to believe that he was walking into a wall, just like the old Russia gate. Complete garbage. Anyways, you guys, I'm not sure what to tell you. We're not even close. It's like, yeah. Yeah, it's complete garbage. And you know that, right, Just Live? Yeah. You're just one of the people that gets suckered in like the rest of them, unfortunately. But tonight's donation night on here, so if you haven't supported the channel, please consider doing so. This is our final night of the month, which we mention often throughout the month. It's always really odd when that night comes and people sort of wander off in other directions. And this is sort of like the culmination of all the stuff that we do through the month. How does your brain not work very good, Just Live? You're an idiot, okay? You'll never be commenting on here again. Hey, thanks, Missy J. Kaylee Jade Day. What's that?
Kaylee Jade Day, cherry blossom emoji, June 8th, 2025.
Here he goes, what? You mean when you had a troll just show up into the chat? They're gone. Yeah. Yeah, Trump didn't walk into a wall or a pillar. They just edited it to make it look that way. I've seen it. And I watched it live when it happened. So people are just dying to find something. You know it's weird. It's like there's no comparison between the two. You know, like I don't think there's been anybody that's been more transparent and open that sits there and has, like, all the time is communicating with the press. Instead of hiding somebody because they can't talk. And they wanted to get through, and they almost wanted him to run again. And then there was somebody else be a shadow government because he doesn't know what he's doing. We're talking about Biden. And I think you know that, right? I mean, even if you're a Democrat, you do realize, like, he wasn't all there, and they were hiding it. And we know that now. It's a truth. It's in books even written by Democrats. It's a truth. You know, it wasn't something that people were making up or anything like that. So you're just going to have to own it. Instead of going, well, what about when, you know, it's just stupid. You know. Anyways, you guys, what's the deal tonight? I mean, absolutely getting smoked again here. We're not even close. 39%. We got 14 more minutes. And thanks Linda Howe, as in Linda Molden Howe of the Cattle Mutilations on the PayPal. Hey, thanks, Derek Sherman. Appreciate it. Well, that got us to the 44% range. It's pretty good. Better than a stick in the eye, huh? Yeah. Here, I'll even show you guys what the hell these people are talking about. They're just so embarrassing, you know? Just, God, they're just sick people. Derangement syndrome, you know, just. Yeah. Here it is. Let's see. Are they going to... Look at, watch this right here. This is what they say he walked into a wall. Watch.
Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you.
Oh, look! Oh, they're gonna stop it right there. Watch. Watch this though. It's not even close. This guy, he's walking between the cop here and this pillar. Watch this. See right there? There's even a shadow that shows up. He's not even close to it. He's even with the pillar right now. Okay. It's just these people are so crazy, you know, and they believe it. Ooh, 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 ooh! Look how far back that pillar. Hey, look! As a matter of fact, that pillar over there is the same distance. See that pillar over there? That one there is probably exactly the same. It's just on the other wall. He was heading over to the right over here. Oh my God, you guys! Just people are absolute nuts. Yeah, he has a black eye. He didn't walk into a wall, though. All right, we've got 12 more minutes to go. It doesn't look like we're going to be giving the extra 1,000 today. 44%. 0 channel memberships given out too. Yeah, his son hit him, as he explained. See, we're starting to see it again. The Trump derangement syndrome again. Haven't you guys learned anything? It was all garbage. Okay, complete garbage. My God, can you just get over it? Oh, jeez. Here we go again. You got the freebie membership people showing up. Yeah, he had a 5-year-old kid. He told the story. He said that he was playing with his kid, and he goes, hit me in the face, and his kid, boom, just hit him, and then he was like, oh, shit. Yeah, it was explained in a press conference regarding him leaving, you know, Doge, and then he got like a golden key and everything. I'm sure it wasn't on CNN or anything. They don't play anything like that. Just anything they can that looks bad, they try to put out there. Right. I could extend the time limit. I mean, okay, how about this? We'll go... We'll do an extra hour and see what happens. Okay. We got an hour and 10 more minutes. Does that work? I don't know how that's going to, you know, what that's going to do, Mike, but, you know, who knows? And you know what sucks too is like I'm sitting here defending Trump, and it really pisses off liberals that are watching. Even though if I was defending Biden, you'd be happy about me doing. And I'm just defending it because I saw this thing where they said he ran into a wall. Somebody brought it up yesterday. And then I thought, what are they talking about? And I went and saw that, and I watched that live when Mike Johnson grabbed his arm and pulled him back the other direction because he wanted to go down a different hallway. Trump was just heading somewhere else. He wasn't walking into a pillar. And by the way, it's not a wall, it was a pillar. And so I just feel like I'm going to say something because I know that's not true or real. Hey, KME gifted a membership. All right. Yeah, maybe Jenny Penny will show up in here. Who knows? Hey, look at there's Georgina Stoliker. The legend, Georgina Stoliker. It's in the back of the net. What a goal that was by Georgina Stoliker. Is Stoliker like Russian? Because I remember there's a guy named Uwe Stilika. Sound kind of seems similar. Or like, or is it sort of Slavic in some way? Seems like it. Yeah, it's hard to know if he was or not, Samantha. You think he was asleep because people told you he was asleep, but you don't know if he was or not, do you? Yeah, my nose is just a little bit plugged. Samantha is one of those hardcore libs, you can tell by always got to get another word in, you know. Let's see. No, you don't. You don't have any idea if he was asleep or not. He had his eyes closed. If his head slammed into a desk, I'd believe you. But all right, you guys, we're still trying to reach the goal here. Where, you know, every once in a while we have somebody jump in and help support the channel. Oh, jeez. This is one of those trolls. I knew it. I knew it. They're one of the people that got the freebies. Samantha McKenna got one of the freebies. Yeah. Right. And even if he was asleep, who cares? Don't you think you're kind of rude too, Samantha? You know? I wasn't even talking to you, but you had to jump in and, ooh, what about the time? You know, like trying to add some extra stuff in there. You're pretty rude yourself. So what you are is one of those passive-aggressive types. You know, where you say something, and then somebody responds, and then all of a sudden it's their fault. You ever notice that, Samantha? Right. That's what I thought. Oh, yeah? Cool, Annette. Where? I'm going to add it to the total. You talking to me, Robin? What'd I say this time? Yeah, I'm not trying to make this like a political show. Somebody just brought up, hey, he ran into a wall again. See, I think what people know is this. This is what they do. The trolls, they come in here, they make their little anti-Trump comments, knowing that I'll comment back, and then some of the just regular Democrat liberals that are in here watching, they'll get upset and go, oh, that gray guy, and then they'll leave. So that's what they're trying to do. So you sort of divide, you take 50 of, I think you need therapy. Where are these people coming from? See, these are the ones that got the free memberships, right? Did you buy that one, RCHM? You're full of so much hatred. You talking to me? Are you talking to me? You're a Trump supporter, and somehow I have a bunch of hatred. Shut the hell up. Look at these fools showing up out of nowhere. Hey, how about you talk nicer to people, idiot? God, you're an embarrassment. Hey, thanks, Annette.
I'll be Chewbacca if you
I'm a
want me
Trump
to.
supporter, you're so mean. Oh, great. Oh. Okay, goodbye. You're being blocked from the channel, fool. All right, you got a free membership. You came in here just to troll. Oh, just a bunch of trolls showing up on donation night. They're trying to hijack the night so that I can't make the goal. So how about you guys pay them back by helping us reach the goal tonight? Well, they're just in the chat. You guys aren't removing their comments. They're just, so got to do it. I guess not. Yeah, I didn't really even have an opinion. Somebody told me that he ran into the wall. I know exactly what they're talking about, and he didn't almost run into a wall. He was going to walk between an officer and a pillar. And he got pulled back by Mike Johnson to go in a different place because he wasn't going there. It has nothing to do with walking into a wall. If you want to pause it right there, sure. Oh, it looks like he's going,
Old school troll spray.
Well, thanks, Allie Cake, Jen Till, and Bridget
I'll be
Bauman.
Chewbacca if you want me to.
If I could donate
Yep.
$1 million, I would.
God, if you donated $1 million, I would wouldn't care ever again if I got super chats. I just do the shows.
Hello, Grey and Freaks. We appreciate your hard work. Grey, heart suit emoji, heart suit emoji, heart suit emoji.
Hot suit emoji. Hot suit emoji. What? Hot suit? We're almost at 50%, you guys. We just need a few more people to get in there. Gray, do we think the slider was unlocked possibly by DoorDash? No. I think the slider was unlocked. They wouldn't have a key, so I think the slider was just unlocked, broken. And the DoorDash guy, if he did deliver it to the back, which I think he did, he just put it there. And then Xana went back to get it. And then maybe went to the room and ate it. She probably got it at 4:01. They're eating it. They ate through the sandwich, the burgers. And then she brings it back to the kitchen at 4:12. Notices that the slider's open, just like you see in the picture there. Hey, thanks, Flora Poste.
Best wishes, Grey.
And that's where she's downstairs saying, hey, quit playing with the dog. She doesn't say that, but she hears him playing with the dog. Oh, wait, why is that slider open? Anyways. We're at 48.3%. I'll tell you what, if we get to 60%, I'll still do another. I'll do 4,500 for the month. I mean, I don't know what to tell you guys. We're just. Do you think Koberger had just been watching, noticing people could walk right in or out, or well, he might be the one that's responsible for breaking it at some point. He might have even just done it that night. I mean, all I know is it was broken because law enforcement had to use chairs to keep it shut after that. But yeah, I mean, we've thought about maybe he'd been there on other occasions. Maybe he checked it out himself, figured out that it didn't work, and felt confident that he could go in there. But either way, he was prepared to be able to get in there. I mean, I don't know. Do you guys see the comments, the troll comments in here? And then when I respond, how they respond in a way that makes it seem like it's my fault. It's just unreal, you know. I wasn't rude to any of those people. What the heck? Oh! There's Cheryl Moran. Look at that. Thank you. Well, that put us at 58%. That's 58% now.
Heart suit emoji, heart suit emoji, heart suit emoji, hugging face emoji.
Thank
Happy
you.
Donation night.
You missed all the trolls, Cheryl. Hey, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Oh yeah, when are you coming to the States, Georgina? Oh, bummer. Yeah. All right. Well, anyways, we're at 58.3% of the goal. So, you know, maybe I guess if we do wait, have another 56 minutes, maybe somehow we can get to the goal. That'd be amazing. I guess if we add the 30, we're at 61%. But come on, I want to know what you guys think about how that went when these people were showing up. I mean, yeah, I'm not always like, oh, Gray. I'm not sure how do you explain it. I just don't really put up with the little shenanigans that people try to pull all the time. I'm using talk to... Oh. Smart. Okay. I don't know. I just feel... I mean, up above, that person went nuts on me. I don't even know who that person is. They're like these people that have... Like, they got a free membership, you know? Like, I've never seen RCHM before. Who the hell is that? Never seen him in my life. Who's beat? Yeah, I've made 2 videos on that, Mike. Why not just say, "Hey, Gray, I agree with your videos." You make it sound like it's some revolutionary thought that you just had. Yeah, I have these videos where, you know, if it's 3:59, where the DoorDash delivery was literally placed on the ground right at that point. I know, but you didn't say that, Mike. When he puts it on the ground, it's 3:59. then he has to have passed him inside the complex. Has to have. You know, because that means he would have been there at like, pulls into the area probably at like, 3:58:30 to drive down King, go down Queen, turn into the parking area, get out of the car, place it on the ground, and that's like right there. He's in there. If it's the other one, then he's likely on Taylor Avenue, about to turn, maybe within 100 yards, about to turn when Koberger's driving up Willanta Drive, and then he probably saw the car lights going in there, so he slowed down a lot driving up Willanta up there, and then when he saw the car pull in, he did a U-turn really quick, drove by and looked again as he's driving, and then he passed the area, and then that's when he did his fateful turn over there where he passed the other Ridge Road camera where it shows his missing a front license plate. Then he drives all the way back around, and this time he just pulls in. He might be seeing that the car is starting to back out, lights are on or something, and then when he pulls in, maybe at that point the car is leaving. And that's just a theory that I have on that one. That he sat there for 3 minutes or so. And that's why we haven't seen on Dateline the image of the Elantra pulling in at 4:04 or 4:05-ish, because that one includes the DoorDash driver. That's just a theory, and the theory is based on the fact that the only footage that Dateline did not show us in terms of the white Elantra inside the complex was it arriving at 4:05 on its fourth and final pass. And I think that's weird. Alright guys, we're still stuck at 58%. We were asked to extend this for another hour. So let's see if we can get the super chat. So our goal is 1,000 every single time we do these nights, and we're at 58%. Might be closer to like, I don't know. Let's see. We had 30, 61. Yeah, we're probably about 300 short, because I think some of the coffees and everything. So there you go. So if we get another 300 total from all the freaks, I'll still donate the 1,000 extra. So we'll be at 5,000 for the month, which if we were able to do that for the whole year would be 60,000. But we had such a poor month number one that that's going to be hard. Hey, thanks, Bridget Bauman. Yeah. I mean, I don't feel as sick anymore. I just keep shedding.
Hope you feel better soon.
Whatever it is.
Red heart emoji.
You know what's weird is I've had COVID twice, and this cold was worse than that. Like COVID, it was sort of an irritating kind of lung thing. You feel a little bit, but I don't know. This has felt worse. And by the way, have you noticed that it's always the freebie memberships that people get, the ones that bitch and complain as trolls? They're always the brand new channel members, meaning they didn't get one; they were just given one, and they were part of the troll community who steal the memberships from regular people. Hey, look at that! Very often the case. Just gifted a membership. I think she really was, just like you. No, that's not what she was doing. Because even after I explained to her that the video of somebody walking into a wall is just not true at all, she just kept going on to the next thing. Okay, so that's not the same thing, Brooke. I think you're a troll yourself. Let's see, DoorDash uses Mapbox for their deliveries. Couldn't the investigators get a timestamp from DoorDash? Well, no, they said it was at 3:59. They have it in the spreadsheet, the time. Okay, I just don't think it's exactly 3:59 flat. Okay, there's a key fob that goes off that sounds like the door being locked. And by the way, key fobs do sound again when you unlock the door, but you get all these comments in there sounding, well, they don't make sound when you unlock the door. Well, some cars do. A lot of cars do. They beep when you unlock the door. It has the same sound and everything. So I think that's what we were working with there.
Chewbacca? I'll be Chewbacca if you want me to.
No, that was another follow-up comment, Brooke.
But I appreciate you.
It's not working for you, Brooke. It's not working for you. Hey, thanks, Jessica Schubach and Mustang Sally. I wonder why one of those is green on my screen and the other one is yellow. Yeah, that's not how it went. Another person coming in from the troll community who never comment ever at all until there's some kind of controversial thing to talk about. Good Lord. Wow. Get a life. Yeah, it's like, well, okay, that wasn't true that he walked into a wall. So, okay, how about yeah, he was asleep though. My God, wake up. How are you feeling? Thank you, Cuckoo. Yep, Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. All right, where are we at? We're at 64, about 75%. Another 250, and we get there. I bet Cheryl went back to listen on fast mode. $78 likes. Yeah. No, I see 101. Yeah, let's go ahead and hit that like button. You know what's even weirder is if somebody takes the time to go back through, you know, like Brooke did, and see how it went, because I was in the conversation. Once I explained that there was no wall that he was walking into, they switched to another disc, and then it's sort of like we're in a crazy situation at that point. Hey, thanks, Mustang Sally. Gifted a membership. Day to day. Huh? Who got that one? That was given to Fat Cat. Well, 6:46. Got 45 more minutes to go on request. Will we make it? Yeah. And then it's like when they come back and they start dissing you after. Yeah, they're not even blocked, these people. Like, Samantha's not blocked. RCHM is, because they were obviously just in here to create an issue. Yeah, I think Lillian, her dog got sick or something. I don't know what she's doing. I haven't seen her in a long time. No idea. Well, you guys can ask me questions while we're waiting here to try to reach the goal. At least we're not at the lowest in history tonight. You know, like normally we used to get like 20-something PayPals. We've got 4 tonight. And then we've only got 3 coffees, and, you know, I think that's where the issues are. I don't know, whatever you guys want to talk about. I'm just trying to reach the goal so I can do our donations for the month. We've already given out 2,000 this month already, and I'd like to be able to give 3,000 out, and that's dependent on reaching the goal, which we're about 250 short. Right, every night has a goal, yeah, right. Not like tonight, though. Are you confused, T-Moral? 3? Is this like your group of people right now? You're sitting in a room going, hey, what can we say now? Ooh, say this. Ooh, say this one. Yeah, every night we have the normal goal. Like, you know, we try to get to 250 at the minimum, and then I send in, you know, I'll donate 5 memberships myself. And then the last night of the month, it's 1,000. But the 250 a month is when I mean, why am I explaining it to you? I don't give a shit. My God. If you haven't been around, I know what it takes. You know, I have to use my ad revenue, the super chats, etc. You know, like, for example, if the channel brought in, like, let's say the channel brought in $15,000 gross income. Well, that's probably when you would, you know, try to donate like 5 or 6,000, right? Dollars, because after that there's 9,000 left, and then you get, if you know, like, if the way it would work would be, you know, if you write off the donations, you still get taxed on the 9, and then that's another 3,000 or so off of the 9, so that would be 6,000 for the channel, and donated 5. Does that sound like a shitty deal? I mean, I think that's pretty ludicrous almost. Okay? And you guys are just so clueless. It's crazy. Why don't you try to start your own business and see what you have to do? I have to pay these crazy, every 3 months, full checks off to the government. Oh, see, here we go. Yeah, you know, it is a free channel. You can watch whatever you want. People don't have to donate any money. Nobody has to do anything. But if you feel like I'm a channel that's worthy, this is what we're doing over here. Okay? I think I put out better, more accurate content than just about anybody out there. I work my ass off, try to make sure that everything is legit, and try to put out information that's real. And, you know, if that's not something that you feel is support worthy, then go ahead and support a clown and a guy from the UK who puts out lies every single day. He does shows. All right, you go ahead and do it. Hey, what does that even mean? I thought this was a free... See how these people showing up, you guys? Troll after troll after troll. But you guys, we're still not there yet. So for the people out there, if you haven't supported the channel yet tonight, if you could please help support the channel so we can get to the goal for the... We've done this for 70 months in a row now. Or whatever it is, 5 years plus. I mean, yeah, it's close to that. 65 months. Huh? What are you talking about, Lisa? I don't get it. Am I missing comments or... I don't know what that means. No, I'm saying, what does it mean that you just said? Oh, you mean, the guy up there. Jeez. You guys, you're on such a long delay that it's almost meaningless by the time you... Yeah, yeah. So whenever I'm on Court TV, I make sense. I'm like what people watching on television want to hear, like the person who knows what the hell they're talking about. Unfortunately, after the show's over and Court TV posts it, the same people that you see in the chat tonight, they have this little group of people, they go out and comment under it over and over and over, and I don't know if that has an effect on them or not. You know, they've never said anything, and they still have had me on even after people do that. But, you know, if I was them, I think over time it'd start, like, affecting. But that's just what they do, you see. Well, thanks, Georgina. And don't forget, you guys, to put out those positive healing vibes for Georgina Stoliker. She's been around here a long time. She needs to be around here a hell of a lot longer. Okay, so I've been on with Vinny like 10 times, 15. I mean, at least 15 times. I would say. What do you mean, B-Rep? Jesus. I've been on Court TV. I've been on Law and Crime. I've been on with Ashley Banfield. I was in a documentary in the Delphi case. But again, every time I show up anywhere, people go, "Why do you have that gray guy on? He's so mean to his subs." That gray guy. Why? I used to watch you guys, but I'm never watching again because you had... They make these comments. It's just unreal. But you guys, we still haven't moved forward. You told me to do another hour on here, and we're still sitting at the same exact number. 61% still. So we've got another... We need to get to another... about 20%, and then I'll still donate the entire, so that'd be another 200 to get to where I'm going to donate the entire 1,000. Okay. What do you mean breaking news tonight? Oh yeah, that's right, I was on Nancy Grace. Yeah. Nancy Grace, Ashley Banfield, and Court TV a whole bunch of times. And Law and Crime. Although I think when I was on those, Ashley Banfield and Law and Crime, that was regarding the 911 call. I wasn't really able to, you know, it didn't seem like I had enough time to like analyze the hell out of it. So a lot of the stuff I was thinking were said wasn't said, you know. Alright, you guys, if you're out there and you can support the channel, that'd be great. We're just still slogging along. This is our donation night. We do this every single month. And we've done this since January of 2020. This is like month number 65. I'm not sure what makes this month different than the others. Not like in the last month, probably. Like a month ago, maybe. I think I was on Court TV for the Delphi case regarding the Ford Focus video that I made. I mean, that video is better than any of the other ones you're going to see out there. It absolutely proves that that's exactly what that was, but of course nobody cares. Who's this B-Rep guy, you guys? Kind of makes me nervous. The Delphi was, I think it was the CW network. Yeah, well, like Snay was the main person on there. I mean, what a joke that was. They had this complete nut job as sort of like the weaving together person, and then when I was on there, you know, I gotta tell you, it sucks being in a documentary the way it is. Like, you go there and you sit there and you just you say what you think, and they kind of go, okay, now can you kind of say it like you know, we need you to, and I'm just let me talk, okay? I know what I'm doing, you know. So you're just trying to get it out, and then eventually you don't even know how to speak anymore because they keep, so they kind of have to piece together stuff after a while. He is an embarrassment, but what's more embarrassing is we're not even at the goal tonight. So if you guys are out there, if you can please help support the channel, that'd be great. We are languishing at the same number we were 25 minutes ago. I don't know, Imoni. Just go try to find it, okay? Who are the producers? I have no freaking idea. Thanks, Walker.
Everyone, smiley face emoji, face in clouds emoji.
Yeah, like whenever you're on Court TV or any of these shows, you get cut off. And I could just totally destroy like a lot of the comments that some of these, you know, quote, these attorneys that are just so experty. You know, these guys they absolutely aren't telling you the truth 90% of the time when you listen to them. Thanks, Lizzie Rob. All right, now we're at 63.3. I think we need, like, we need 177 more, and then we'll get to the. I'll still donate the full 1,000 extra. You know, we're doing 2,000 and then that. I was thinking of giving 500 to our scholarship fund, 500 to NICMAC, and 2,000 to our DNA fund. How's that? That's if we get to the number. Now let's get to the number, you guys. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing, like dancing a jig or... I have no idea. Yeah, well, that would be great, but we're not going to be able to do it unless we get to this goal. And then we have to take 500 away from probably Knick-Knack. Yeah, right. Whole nother hour, a 3-hour extension. I don't know. Yeah. Well, people bailed me out. Let's see. Will that work? Is that something that'll work tonight? Let's see. Here is the jail. I'm sure I was mean to somebody. Alright, there we are. We're in prison. Extended another hour. Jeez. We used to get this all done in an hour. Every single time. Well, I don't even know how to dance a jig. That's not going to bail me out. Favorite whiskey or drink? Nah, kind of like just regular Jim Beam, you know. I mean, favorite drink? I don't know. I don't really have a favorite drink. I guess if I just went somewhere, I'd probably get like a rum and coke and diet or something, you know, something like that. I just don't really. But if I was going to sit somewhere, I'd probably have like some sort of a scotch, you know, like a Glenlivet or something. Hey, there's the Tim Tam fun. Thanks, Alley Cake, Georgina Stoliker. No, I don't think that really worked too well there. One time I bought this really expensive, like, I don't know, 15, 20 years ago, this bottle of, like, 18-year-old Macallan. It was like, God, I don't even know, like $300 or something. And I brought it to this golf trip we take, and these people drank it like left glasses sitting around like it was apple juice or something. I mean, it was just sick. I never did that again. Luke Stedman said Michigan's greater than Ohio State. Well, I'm going to get out of here. Nobody bailed me out. Man, this is just so different than it used to be. And that's not even close, this thing here, so I'm going to get rid of it. Are they playing against each other somewhere? Well, we've got 24 more minutes. We need about another 147. And the charity and the DNA fund, they're both have to do through my bank. You know, save a lot of money doing that. Meaning they take 6% out at one of them, but I do it out of the bank. I guess the other one, that's just how I have it set up through the charities, just straight to them. So you guys, is there any chance you guys as a whole can get us to the goal tonight? That would be awesome. Hey, thanks WMC Granny. I'm happy to be able to donate. I hope you're doing good. I'm at my grandchildren's having lots of fun. Well, thanks WMC Granny. I mean, we could try to extend it. I don't know. But you guys can ask me any questions you want while we're sitting here waiting. Somebody goes, "Why'd you make Dylan look like a guy?" I'm like, what do you mean make her look like a guy? I just used the character that they had. I don't think she looks like a guy, you know. And do you think she looks like a guy? I mean, you know, she's looks like an athletic person that's kind of tall, you know, a girl. I don't think she looks like a guy at all. I know, but why should we have to extend it? You know, it's just... Hey, there's NCIS. And NCIS True Crime. Gifted 5. All right. Yeah, it just looks like a 5'10" girl would look like. That plays volleyball or something, you know, just that shot makes her look really tall. Access. That's alright. Yeah, I mean, Dylan was tall. I think it sort of looks like her, you know. I mean, I don't even care if it looks like them. They're just people representing, and that was the only one that sort of visually in my head mildly seemed to look like her. Yeah, have a good one. $19 more minutes. And the thing is, you can tell that's the white launcher the whole time. No, it's not. It's the lime green one, Gray. Yeah, well, why would the lime green Elantra drive around in its own parking lot? over and over again for 45 minutes, 50 minutes. Never get an answer for that one. All right, you guys, we're still trying to reach the goal. So if you're out there and you're watching and you haven't supported the channel yet, if you could please, if you can do so, that'd be great. We're just trying to do what we do every single month on here, but tonight seems to be very slow comparatively. Don't know what's going on. Yeah, I mean, the sad part is if there were people out there that watched my videos, you wouldn't have any questions in the case in terms of what was going on. It's so clear. I've shown it all. I've driven around out there. I've shown exactly what it looks like. You know, the route that he took out. You know, it just goes on and on and on. I don't know I don't know if he went down Highway 95 though. Yeah, he's delivering drugs at the same house over and over and over again. Yeah, that's weird. 50 minutes of delivering drugs in the neighborhood. See, this is the length that these people go to. It's scary. Well, we have to say it again. We're still just kind of languishing around. We still need about 147 to go. As a whole, there's 194 people in here. This is our month-end show, donation night. We give out, this month I'm hoping to give out 5,000 total. I've already given 2,000 out to the Idaho 4 victims. Ethan Smile, and the other one is called Made with Kindness. That's for Xana Kernodle, Madison Mogan, and Kaylee Gonzalez. Why? Roll a video. We're not getting any closer though, Alley Kick. It's been about the same for quite a while. Yeah, well, you drive the route that law enforcement has, you get right back to Johnson Avenue exactly at the time that they said. Right, if it was in color, you'd see it in lime green.
But Grant, if that footage was in color, you'd see that car as lime green.
Yeah, so in this footage here, you know, the fact that I mean, this is black and white-ish. You know, it's night vision. You know, this is the night vision stuff in this footage here. And so because of that, they want you to believe that the vehicle scene is lime green, you know, just so it's not Koberger's car. That was one they didn't show very much. And see, this is where they didn't show it again. See right here, like this whole segment here, right? So 359 and then... Yeah, and then I just start right at here at 405 because they didn't show the car coming in. And I'm just wondering if DoorDash is still sitting right over there, you know, four and a half minutes later to the right. And then because of that, when the car drives down over here, it does a turn behind 500 Queen Road. Right, there it goes, and then it turns around, comes back to 500, you know, right there, and then you see the 3-point turn. Maybe we should zoom in on this. I mean, look at that. That's just that's absolutely an Elantra. I mean, consistent with, anyways. Be right there. You can see that same shape on the window back there in the back. And Taylor, I think, gave us, like, that one. Hey, how can you tell that's a... Well, right, because you took the one... See, even right there, you can see that window. And interestingly, is I think you can see the fin on the back. See right there? That thing? It stays there. So you watch, even right there. See, right here, you can still see that little... There's like a fin on the top. And then it sort of keeps kind of traveling. Like right in this range, you can see it multiple times. See that? 1, 2, right here. The fin. That's the antenna. And we're not going to do it, are we, guys? Well, it's not clear, but you can see it. But when it's moving, you can see it's got a fin on the back. See that? That little antenna right there. If you just look at that. Yeah, no, I've been saying that. Well, I said it before you were typing, because you're way behind. Thanks, Scott. That's why I was going back and forth for like the last 5 minutes. He must be so off, Lisa. Like 3 minutes behind or something. A timeline with a mic and a timeline, then half the legacy media with $1 million budgets and zero spine, and exposing the pro-burger dopes isn't just entertainment, it's public service. Well, that's right. I mean, I think it's got to be done. I think it's weird. It's weird that there's people out there like this, and they don't just exist there though. They're all over the place. All kinds of topics, like the one we were talking about earlier, where Trump walked into a wall. Look at this. And no, he didn't. He was actually a few feet away from a pillar, and he was just walking in a different direction, and Mike Johnson grabbed his arm to have him go where he wanted him to go. It had nothing to do with a wall. But people will just believe whatever they are told, just like the pro-burgers. Same thing. I wish I had the original. See, what's going to be cool, though, is like, of course, you know, they always put their crap right, you know, they don't know what they're looking at, so they just put the, but you'll be able to see the vehicle right back there driving, right here. We'll be driving by, and you know what I think? I bet they have that, but they don't know what they're looking at to be able to say, you know? God, it's just so frustrating. See how interesting that would have been on Dateline to go through that whole thing just to say, on each of the loops, you can actually see the car driving back behind on Walanta Drive back here. It does the same thing on all the loops. And they even show it when you can see, because you can see lights right over here too. So when the car is turning, that tree over there, let's see if we can I wonder if we can find that particular tree now that I think about it. Any chance, you guys, we can reach the goal tonight? This is our donation night, our biggest night of the month, the most important night of the entire month. We're still about 142 short. I think that's actually the deck. See right there? I think that's the deck on... I don't know. I can't tell for sure, but almost like the deck behind Kaylee's. And then right... I don't know. Doesn't seem like you should be able to see that from there, but... Hey, there's Bridget Bauman! Just gifted 5. So I guess we only need 115 or something. Alright, see that house right there is 1112 King Road, right there. That roof. So look right here on Walanta Drive, you can see right over to the 1122 Well, King Road. So what's interesting is I was saying this. When I went and recorded this, where I said, wow, look how you can see over there. That was before they released that their camera picked up the car driving right here. Address. See, look at that. Right there. There's 1112 King Road. But what I'm trying to figure out is down here. Seems like right when it got around here. Hey! Look at that, Amber Maiden. We'll go around about me and if we want on some way there was no so do you might not have heard of maybe you have an out there turn around make no slack. Used to get angry and all uptight, you would say why do I want to spell my name right? All never get is rocking a house. That's what the rumor was all about. It's me at the damn tell all your friends and even don't wait till you see me again this way I can hear from the horse's mouth right there and there we straight it out. Woo!
I'm late for donation night. I belong in timeout. Hand over mouth emoji.
Alright, check it out, look at it. So from right here, See how you can see? That's actually 1112, that little white part there. But this is the 1112 King Road camera right there, or house. So that camera picks up light as the Elantra exits this little street right here, which is King Road, turns left onto Taylor Avenue, and then the road becomes Walanta Drive right here. So look how you can see that house. Now if we go back over, well, we don't have to go back to there. Let's just look at the video. So I'm kind of thinking like right through there, whatever that is. Like when the vehicle takes that right, it comes out like this and then it drives around, because they say that you can see the headlights hit trees right here. Now we're still about 60 short of the goal. Can the freaks together make it happen? I guess we'll see. But yeah, I think it'd be so cool to see that. I wonder what that is. So I think like the car's driving up and the headlights hit this tree here. So I think it's right at that sign basically. It's crazy. Right through there, see? Like there's part of I think it's just a little bit back right there. So maybe like those trees, not those. I think it's just going to be these two right here. So as the car comes around like this, then the headlights hit these trees and the camera over here can pick it up, but I bet you it's when it's going up the hill. And so maybe, you know, something a little higher up on like that tree right there. Yep, we're only 60 short now, you guys. Only 60 short. But thanks everybody who's supporting the channel tonight. Some months, I guess, just aren't as good as others. Wait, Derek said he'll kick another 25 if you extend it to reach your goal. Alright. So what do you want me to extend it to now? An extra half hour? Will that be? I mean, I need to have time to be able to go out and send the money out. Thank you, Lizzie Rob. But we'll do it, Derek. How long do you want me to extend it out for? I got to use the restroom though. Well, looks like the Indiana Pacers are going to be playing in the finals against the Oklahoma City Thunder. You know, what's amazing is these two teams are exactly what the Blazers are trying to be now. Kind of the lanky, defensive, hard-working teams. since I was gone right there. The Derek Sherman. So what are we at now? We need 40 more, is that right? You know what sucks is, you know, I fly these DJI drones, right? DJI, but, you know, we have this issue with China now, and it's like, oh, they're spying. I mean, come on, Jesus. Their drones are, the DJI drones are 1,000 times better than the ones we make. Ours suck. The consumer drones that we make here are just terrible. Their drones, unbelievable. So now they have the new ones that they're putting out. They're not selling to the United States. It's just, oh God. You know, I guess it's all part of the whole tariff thing. Yep, only 40 short, you guys. We've got another, I guess we've extended it now for 24 minutes. Can we do it? You know, that's 8 channel memberships. We're only at 20 channel memberships. Yep, there's the coffee. Thanks, Sandy. $37. All right, so I guess it's about 20 now. Yeah, so if we get 20 more on Super Chats, or maybe, what is it, 23, then we should be all right. Yeah, it should be pretty easy. Well, there it is right there. Look at that. I think I'm about to have a drink. Let's see. Well, that Jim Beam. All right. Awesome. Thanks, everybody. My theory on where the Utah... I don't know. I mean, maybe she did make it to Las Vegas. And wherever the guy maybe had her stay... Because he goes, well, I'll be there in late May. I mean, what a joke. Maybe that place was actually a place that put her into trafficking, and he was just some facilitator to get her on the hook to go there. I'm logging into Bold. Hey, thanks, Justin Moda.
donation night. Call me emoji.
Ah. Actually, that's pretty good. Jim Beam and a little Diet Coke. Never hurt anybody. Alright, so this is the... oh, hold on. See, we've already given out $12,000. And now we're building up another one at $3,500. Is it this one? Yeah, so we have 3,500 sitting in there now, so I'm going to do 500 more here. Alright. This is on bold.org. And you can be a freak, and if you have a kid and they're in the forensic world, they can apply for it. You just can't tell me that they applied for it. Because as soon as you say, hey, my kid, then you're disqualified. You know, they can still be on there, they just won't win. Because we don't want any sort of, sort of favoritism. It's just whoever out there in the world that Zozo and Plato, who review them all, deem to be the best ones, that's who it's going to be. Have one for you. Thanks, Justin Moto X. So anyways, here's that 500. Okay. Yeah, just say, yeah, for the fallen freaks. Alright, I have to go do all this ACH shit. Takes a minute. Yeah, gotta get my phone to verify shit. So that means we're about 2,000 away to completing this year's scholarship funds. Although I guess we could just kind of keep putting into it. Maybe we can do more this year. I don't know. Alright. Well, something popped up on the screen. It says, thank you for your... But now it's gone. But maybe it'll show up in my email. I don't know. But we just did 500 to our scholarship fund. Let's see if I got an email. Oh, there it is right there. It's thank you for your contribution of 500 to the scholarship fund. 0 minutes ago. 500 to scholarship fund of Grant Hughes Investigate. We're currently processing your donation. Okay, well, anyways. They got it. Alright. It has to come right out of the bank. Alright, there's one. Now we're going to do the NCMEC. National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Which has been, that's like a lot of the cases that we cover. That's exactly what this is.
Red heart emoji.
Hey, thanks, Brenda. $500. Maybe I'll do 5. What do we? I hate that odd number that we have. I'll do just a little extra. Let's see. Hold on. $244,979. So what if I do 521? Okay. Yeah. Never mind. Oh shit. Oh, we get back to here. I'll just put my email. I'm just going to put Fallen Freaks, like that's their last name. We'll just donate everything today. Alright. Ah, God! Jesus, what did I hit there? I'm like... Oh, God. Okay. Wow. Alright, I have to go fill all this stuff out. Why isn't it? No. Yeah, this one takes a lot of entering. Alright, here it is. There's the final button. Oh, you guys can't see. Hold on. So there it is, 521. Donate now. And there it is. Look at that. Amount, 521. One time. In honor of fallen freaks. This is just, you know, any of the freaks that have passed away out there over the years. And there we go. So that's 521. So I guess we need to update so far. I just want to make this an even number. Alright, so that should be 2,047 even. Alright, 2,000. 247,000. Awesome. And then this year so far, is 18,030. Wait, and then 2151. Guess that's not too bad, you know. We're into the 40s if we continue. Yeah, Gen HU is so cool. You know, I haven't heard from Lisa Wilkerson. Like, her phone doesn't go. I hope something didn't happen to her. I just haven't been able to get a hold of her at all. Okay, well, there's that. And now I'm going to use my own bank to donate the other $2,000 to the Intermountain Forensics, which Identifinders uses. Identifinders International, they use it to do their genealogy work, etc. Alright, so gotta go out to my bank. And the reason we do that is because the intermediary was charging us 6%. And we've given them over $100,000, so I mean that'd be $6,000, that'd be a whole solve. So we sidestepped that by sending basically a check over to Intermountain Forensics. So I just have to do like a regular bill pay kind of thing. And there's Intermountain Forensics. Pay $2,000. The message is for use by Identifinders International and Dr. Colleen Fitzpatrick. Everything looks good. I just hit the button. And let me just do a screen grab of that. And there it is. We just scheduled a payment for $2,000 to Intermountain Forensics. Funded. Boom, 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 boom. All right. And there it is on the actual screen. Okay. So another successful month, you guys. So this month we gave $1,000 to Ethan Smile. We gave $1,000 to Made with Kindness, both Idaho 4 charities. $500 to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. $500 to our scholarship fund that puts us at $4,000 into that this year, and then $2,000 to Identifinders International for identifying Jane and John Does, with a total of $5,000. Thank you, freaks. So all the people who supported the channel out there during the month, obviously, you know, special thanks to some, you know, like, I guess you could even, like, Leon Littlejohn and Cheryl Moran, who were always helping support the channel throughout the month. That made it so that we could get to this point, and then everybody else was supporting the channel, who supports the channel all the time. That got us to a point where then the extra amounts that we make on the channel can then be, you know, large portions of it can be sent out. So there you go. Awesome. Oh yeah? Well, we're not as big as they are. We've given out 6 scholarships so far, and we're not as big as Made with Kindness. Yeah, we've given out, well, 5 actually. We gave 3 $2,000 scholarships. no wait, 2 $3,000 scholarships the first year, and then we gave out 3 $2,000 scholarships, and now we're on to the next bunch. You guys are so, like, dead. Hello, wake up. You know, get more excited, you guys. Yeah, it was a really tough month. Had to really work hard. And unfortunately, like, even those animations, those great videos, they'd only made like $250. You know, that's a joke. Those should make like 1,000. But it is what it is. Alright, so then add... Now we're at 20 here. That's pretty sweet. So that's after 5 months. Yeah, we might be able to do 50 this year if we, you know, get moving. And then right there. Man, look at that. We're 1,000 short of $250,000. That's pretty awesome. Maybe we'll try to do that sometime during the month. Yeah, I think it's a lot of times it's up to you guys, though, to share the videos and whatnot. You know, you guys just sort of watch and go, yeah, and then you share it on your Facebook page, and that doesn't really... What you got to do is share it in the big groups when people are talking about it. Things like that. So there you go, you guys. We're almost at $250,000. Look at that, 249. How crazy. I mean, that's right? Did I do that right? No, I think I added too many. What was the number at the beginning of the show? Can anybody go back and look at that? I think I added in extra 2,000 on that number. It was only 1,000 a minute ago, wasn't it? I think I added wrong. God darn it! I can actually undo stuff. Hold on. Oh yeah, there we go. Let me go back. Yeah, that wasn't right. I just realized that wasn't right. So it should be 248. Because tonight it was already at 244 included. That was included the 2,000. So it should be 248 here. I was thinking that didn't sound right. So tonight we did 3,021. So 248. And this should be 1951. There we go. So we'll definitely get to $250,000 next month if we do okay. It seems like yesterday and the way today was just so like struggle. Yeah, only 2,000 off. Yeah, I thought I was going to be farther away in my head. I also realized that the automatic thing that brings that up wasn't close to that. It's like on here, where is that one? The timer. Yeah, this one. That says 244, so I was saying, well, that doesn't make sense. But now we can put 248. 000. Awesome. Well, you didn't have to go back. We figured it. I just hit the undo button. So yeah, it wasn't 249, nor was it 20. It was 248 and 1951. That's still pretty good though, because even if it stayed the same, it'd be 38,000. But we have another month coming up here, so if we can do 4 or 5 in that month, we'd be at like 23, and that would be like 46,000, which would be better than 2021. It'd be cool if we can beat 2024. So hopefully, you know, if there's like the trial and everything, maybe my channel will do better. I don't know. I might repost a bunch of videos and things later on. It's just some of them got way too few views for the quality. Mm-hmm. The thing went back to the... Oh, I hit the undo button. Hmm. Well, what do you guys want to talk about? Got another half hour or so. Tonight I'm not going to be able to do the spins for anything. Knick-knack. Haven't you already seen it? The animation? Here, I'll do why it keeps freezing at this one spot. God, that's good. I mean, that's like, you know, when you watch it again, it's pretty good. You know? Pretty crazy. Except you wouldn't know it if you listen to the pro burgers who show up, or the trolls, the troll community. That's all they do. You know? And they go out of their way to try to make me, you know, to try to portray me as a certain way. They come in here and they make little comments, and they know it's going to get under my skin, and then I say something, and then they go, see, look! That's because they themselves are trolls and not good people. That's creepy of Gray. What's creepy about it? Yeah. Oh, AF. I see. I see. A little kind of small there. Yeah, it sucks, you know. What really sucks is I got people in here that what they try to do is create a scenario where the people that support my channel, they try to get them to not like me so that they don't want to support my channel anymore at all, and then my channel just sort of fades away into obscurity. You know, even when I make videos, they're always quick to make shitty comments underneath them. And they always pretend that I was so mean to somebody, or I said this to somebody, and it's just garbage, you know. What they never do is say what they said. You know, like I'll be doing a show and somebody will come in here and go, God, Gray, this is garbage. And I go, God, what? You're an idiot. Why would you say that? You know, Gray, I just try to have an opinion and you're so mean. And then I just go, okay, goodbye. right? You came in here, you trashed the living crap out of my show, and then I say something back, and then you pretend that you didn't say anything, right? And their comment's gone, and then they claim whatever they want to claim, but it's never just some random... Like tonight, I mean, that person wasn't even blocked. They said, they brought up, well, Trump runs into walls. And I go, no, he didn't. He didn't run into a wall. That's a fake video. There's literally a shadow. That little pillar's like 5 feet away from him. Then they go, well, what about the time? Okay, now you know that they're just in here to try to grab something. Try to get... it's crazy, man. What do you mean? What do you mean, Go Beaches? I don't get it. Yeah, they make it really hard for my channel to make it. So a lot of shows I'm having to constantly say, hey, everybody, if you can help support the channel. And I hate doing it, and I hate the fact that when I say it, nobody, a lot of times people aren't doing it. So that makes me feel doubly shitty. It's like, you guys aren't supporting the channel. And then when I say, hey, guys, can you please help support the channel? It used to be when I'd say that, boom, everybody would start going, and I'd get put in jail. And then we'd be able to make the goal and be able to make the night. But now it's turned out where I could say 5 times in a row over an hour, hey, you guys, we really need the support for the channel. And not a nickel comes in. And that's just a horrendous feeling, Yeah, they always do that. Yeah. They ask that part, and they like to put it out when I'm frustrated about it, but they're the ones that are behind the frustration. That's what they don't seem to understand. Like, if they just leave me alone, it would have just been the same as it used to be. But unfortunately, it's not. And I feel like, I feel sort of obligated to places like NCMEC, Texas EquiSearch, our DNA fund, our scholarship fund, and without, like, I could easily make it where at the end of the month, if I wasn't asking and everything, I'd probably make enough where it'd be enough to keep the channel going. But to be able to give to, it just doesn't, you couldn't do it. You couldn't do it in a meaningful way. Like, we actually make a huge difference. Like, NCMEC even made a page for us somewhere. I don't know where it is now. I forgot to keep looking at it. But, like, we've given them 25, 30, like, we're way up there in numbers. And the only way to make that happen is if people are supporting the channel daily. I know what it takes. Like, for example, if everybody, like, you have to average about $500 income, like, after YouTube per night to be able to do what we just did. And so those nights where we get like, and I have to make videos to make that happen. So it's like, you got to make a video, and then you guys are supporting the channel. Maybe there's 450 out of here, and then maybe I get 100 in a video, and then some residual channel membership, and then we get to 500, and then we move. Because like tomorrow is the first night of the next month, and the way this has been going, it just doesn't feel like we're just going to start off horrendously again. Yeah, it has nothing to do with political stuff. Yeah, I mean, I know what you're saying. That lady that was in here earlier saying that Trump ran into a wall, was about to, but then Mike Johnson grabbed him. That's just a complete load of crap, But that's, when you go onto Twitter, there's no comments in there that don't believe that's real. It's just so amazing, So, we're back to Russia again. But yeah. Yeah, I mean, that video wasn't really worth my time. This whole animation here, this took like a month almost. Like 50 hours of work. And you know how much money the video brought in? I think it barely made $200. That's sick. That's insanity. Garbage. And so that's not really worth the time. You got to make like, you know, just regular videos. Maybe it gets 10,000 views and make 5 of those. That's 50,000 views. I could have made 20 10,000 view videos in the same amount of time. But I wanted to make it because I think it's, you know, it's really interesting and good quality. I mean, it looks pretty legit. Yeah, that's the thing, Amber. They don't really care about the difference that we make here. Those people would love it if my channel went away. And you know what the best part about it, in their minds, is that the same 250,000 will not be given to charities. That's what their real goal is. It's like they don't give a damn. And you even ask them, they go, "I don't care about that. I don't care about that. You're so mean to this." Oh my God, get over yourself, man. And think about what you did. Nobody ever comes in here and just makes a mundane comment and gets blocked. That never happens, okay? It's when you are like intentionally trying to like incite after a response is, or you know, sometimes I misread stuff, I admit that. It is sick. You know what's even sicker is they get the free membership sometimes. Like, not all of them, but like they make themselves available for memberships, and they're the first ones to troll, but they sort of forget that they were members because they never buy them. Yeah, you see those. I mean, I hope there's people out there that when they see these channels and, you know, places on the internet, they realize what's going on here. This is a group of stalkers, and some of them are like ex-mods, and they just keep going and going and going, and they just never get over themselves. It's bizarre. I mean, just go focus on your own life. You don't have to worry about mine. Yeah, it would have been terrible. Yeah, I know, Connor. Thanks for the advertisement, though. Jesus Christ. Shit. Man, there's always somebody. I mean, think through things there, Connor. Did you hear how I didn't say the name? Yeah, no, it's just... What's weird is they get up in the morning, yeah, they just sit at their table, and they see, what did they people say about, ooh, look at what we can do today, ooh. I mean, what a bunch of sick people. And you just see some of their comments, they're so disturbing, like they actually think of these things. What do you mean when why did the Gonzalez's Facebook page get banned? I don't think it got banned. I don't believe that. I don't believe it at all. They're not going to buy it. They can't use it. This would be too prejudicial, you know. They can make a video on their theory, but it would have to be just sort of like mundane, generic, sort of robot-looking characters, and there's no, you know, you couldn't show any sort of fight, battle. I mean, I guess if you had the exact theory based on evidence of what happened, you might be able to pull that off, but I don't know. Yeah, they didn't... Oh, I thought you said banned. You said banned. Yeah, but why was it taken down, their Facebook page? Like, what would be the point? Why would they have taken it down? I don't get it. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, but why did it get banned? That doesn't make any sense. People just started reporting them for what? And you see, that's the thing about Facebook. They don't give a shit, you know. And they must have had like their attorney be able to get hold of somebody, because a regular person, it would just probably stay that way. No, it'll never get back to normal, Dixie. It's been like this for 3 years now. These trolls. I had a moderator that I got rid of because she was a moderator, and and then all of a sudden I see her moderating on this idiot competitor YouTube channel, and I said, well, what's going on? I mean, that's a competitor of mine. Why are you over there? Well, I mean, I shouldn't have to, you know. I go, no, I want my mods to be mods on my channel and not some other channel. And then she goes, I shouldn't have to choose then. I go, well, just choose because, and she didn't choose, so I just, okay, you just go ahead and you just go over there. And ever since then, she's been like this. Every single place she goes over and complains and complains and, oh, this great. And everything she claims, I can prove the opposite, and have on a couple of occasions back in the past when she claimed things, and even people in her own little orbit were like, oh, wow, okay, that's how it really was. Ooh. But they'll just sort of all come back. It's like follow the leader bullshit, and it's just, I don't know. And I had to give a restraining order, or a cease and desist order, excuse me, against that person. And, you know, they still, whatever chance they get, to go out and they say the same bull crap over and over and over. Mm-hmm. No, she's just a pile of crap. Really bad person, actually. People that think they know her don't know that, but she's a terrible person. I mean, you can just look her up. Well, you can't, because I won't say who it is, but... It means exactly what it means. Look it up. Okay, Darren. Here comes the Troll Central. Is it like the letter you sent out to them? What letter did I send to them? Go ahead, Darren. Go ahead. Fill us all in, man. You got it all figured out. They've been copying a lot from people. I don't know what that means. Bridget. But how do you know about anyone that I sent, Darren? How do you know about anything that I sent? Go ahead, Darren. You just said, I'm asking if it's like the one the court sent out or you sent. Where? What's the one? What is the one that I sent? Go ahead. Tell me about the one that I sent. Or are you just not using correct English here? Are you saying a letter? Oh. They've been copying a lot of people. Oh, copying a lot of people. Okay. Wow, you guys are just a whole bunch of fun tonight. Yay! All right, anyways, I'm just going to take off. It's like it's dead as a doornail. You know, looking at the same comments on the screen for 10 minutes isn't fun. So I am going to take off, and hopefully tomorrow's a better day. Who the hell knows, right? So thank you to everybody out there. Let's see. Let me go up here. Sandy Shirley gifted a membership. Allie Cake gifted a membership. Michelle H gifted one. Then we had Allie Cake with a cat eye. Then Snarky Cinderella. Richard Watts. Then we had Snarky Cinderella. I'll donate more if I could. Yep. Yeah, I mean, nobody has to donate anything. Toka Charlie. Crowd Cat. Kimberly Gabaldon. Mike Fitzpatrick. Joseph Brennan. Mike Weber. Dixie Hippie. Joseph Brennan. Then we had Allie Cake again. Well, thanks, Allie Cake. And Kami. And Allie Cake's always donating too. Like every single night, she's at least trying to get other people to help support the channel and everything. So thanks, Allie Cake. Linda Cosmos. Candalee Woodward Stone. Linda Cosma again. Then Derek Sherman. I'm Oni. Kathy Friedenmaker. K-Me. Cinnamon Sin Freak. Forgetful Mandy. Georgina Stoliker. It's in the back of the net. Missy J. Derek Sherman. Kami gifted a membership. Then Georgina gifted 5 memberships. Then Annette. Love. Allie Cake. Jen Till. If I could donate $1 million, I would. Bridget Bauman. Flora Poste. Then Cheryl Moran stopped in for a couple minutes. Thank you so much for the double cat eye there. Then Bridget Bauman. And very often the case gifted a membership. Jessica Schubach. Mustang Sally gifted a membership. Then Georgina's been here for 48 months. Seems like it's been longer than that. And then Walker. Then Lizzie Robb. Georgina Stoliker. Allie Cake. Bridget Bauman. Luke Stedman. Then NCIS True Crime gifted 5. Pretty smile there. Mustang Sally, but gray. If that footage was in color, you'd see that car is lime green. Scott G gifted a membership. And then Bridget Bauman gifted 5. That's pretty cool. Thank you. Then Amber Maiden jumped in there with a cat eye donation. It's really a, what is it? The dancing, I can't remember what the hell that was. Lizzie Robb, and then Derek Sherman, and Kami, Mustang Sally, who got us to that magical number, and Justin Moto X 1995, Dixie Hippie, and Brenda Starr. Then we had over here, we had, let's see, WNC Granny, Calvin M with a PayPal, Paulette Leonard, Marine Co, and Linda Howell. Then we had Sandy Shirley. Great, thanks for supporting the charities and helping. Well, thank you. And then we had Kate H with a cat eye on a coffee. And same with Lisa Valenzuela with a cat eye on a coffee. So there you go. I think that's about it. Yeah, we're not looking for people to advertise the troll channels. So anyways, thanks everybody. Appreciate it. I guess we'll see you tomorrow. Fortunately, just squeaking by. I'm not going to be able to do the... we'll try to get back to the notebooks and stuff later, like in the month sometime. Huh? Anyways, we were able to give out $5,000 this month, and I think that's a pretty big deal. Like, if you gave out $5,000 a year as a channel, that'd be kind of cool, right? We just gave $5,000 out this month. We're at $19,000 for the year, $148,000 lifetime since January of 2020. We're getting really close to the $250,000 mark. Of course, that means absolutely nothing to the trolls and nut jobs out there. They just come in and try to make it as difficult as possible to do the shows. But hopefully people just ignore those idiots. See, Gray, why do you have to call them idiots? They just disagree. Ooh. Oh, really? I got it. See, that's the kind of comments they get all the time back. Anyways, thanks everybody. See you guys later. And as I always say, until next time, be safe out there. And that wasn't the total on the
I've been doing this
screen.
true crime thing for quite a
Goes
while
off.
now. And during this whole time, I have not seen one person that is a crime dissector, thug rejector. I'm a certified human lie detector. Gonna get ya on a stretcher if you try and play me like an old projector. Crime sector is my nectar. Professor Gray is gonna give another lecture. Crime collector, freak connector, and I'm always gonna be a pup protector. Fool deflector, interceptor, and I'm meaner than a spectre with a vector on his spectre. With all respect, y'all, just remember I've a typical conjecture. I have no agenda, I'm no pretender, and I'll serve it to you straight without the blender. And in the end, I'm gonna send ya on a mission to reveal the true offender. Yeah, so I'll just get right back to work. All right, everybody? Talk to you later.
Be safe out there. Thanks, freaks.